College baseball season quickly approaching, less than a month away from opening day now. I'm Nick Pierce, visiting with Bradley LeCroy, the second-year head coach here for the Liberty Flames. Coach, appreciate you taking a few moments here for us. You've had a chance to have, I think, 3 scrimmages now, one of them indoors, but a couple times you've been outside with your team. Got things started a little earlier here this year as well. I know that's the change in the calendar that you got to be pretty happy about, getting some more time on the field.
Yeah, it's been great. We changed our calendar. We were able to start on January 12th with the full team practice. Allows us to not have to rush as much. In the past we had to start 3 weeks before opening day. Now we get almost an extra week and a half. Allow us to build the guys up. Take advantage of some good weather that we had, and be able to play live scrimmage. 3 times. Where there in the past we wouldn't even have scrimmage yet. And we've already got 3 scrimmages in, so it's been a good thing for our calendar, a good thing for college baseball.
I was going to say one of those scrimmages, basically an infield scrimmage that was indoors at the new Liberty Indoor Center here. You've got the indoor center. We're standing in this new hitting tunnel facility that's gorgeous here at Liberty Baseball Stadium. The facilities, how much of an edge does that give you here this time of the year?
Huge advantage, right? That no matter what type of weather we get, we have an opportunity to get better that day. And with our new hitting facility here, old facility turned into the pitching lab, and then the LMC just right down the hill where we can do everything that we need to do, whereas scrimmage, ground balls, take BP, all those kind of things. So the facilities we have here give us an opportunity, no matter what type of weather we get, to get better that day, and that's huge. And a lot of schools don't have that.
One thing that made me laugh from the indoor scrimmage was the fly balls. Obviously, you can't track it. You don't have as big an area for the outfield. So you're looking at TrackMan. You're trying to judge distances, and guys just kind of going back and forth, messing with each other a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a guess, right? Unfortunately, at the end of the day, I have the final say so. Sometimes they agree, sometimes they don't. But we're able to use the TrackMan data, look at the exit velocity, launch angle. We kind of know from the numbers, what's a single, double, home run. But there's some back and forth, but that's okay. But it's another tool that we have, that we're fortunate to have, to be able to, look at the data and research it and be able to apply it to practice.
16 newcomers this year, a couple newcomers on your coaching staff as well. Keller Bradford, your new pitching coach. I think we've talked about him a little bit before. What impact, influence have you seen him have on the staff already?
Yeah, he's done a great job. Obviously, we pitched at a high level last year. A lot of those guys back, added some really good pieces, and some freshmen and some portal guys. And just to be able to come in and establish what he believes in. The guys have really bought into his philosophy and the way of teaching. So he's made a really, really good impact on our program.
Another new face, or familiar face, that I saw just the other day at the scrimmage, DJ Artis, coming back now, and now a grad assistant coach, former 7th-round draft pick, played 3 years here, an excellent center fielder, and now you get a guy who's been in minor league baseball for the Cubs for the last several years, another voice in the ear of your hitters. How valuable is his addition?
Yeah, it's huge, right? I mean, he was a great player here, 7th rounder, played professional baseball, has a ton of experience, connected with DJ back in November, wanted to come back and finish his degree here at Liberty and start his coaching career. So we get that worked out where he can be a student assistant for us. And just like we talked about yesterday at the team meeting with him, is his experience not only here but in professional baseball, the things he's learned, and just to have another voice for the guys to lean on, it's a huge advantage for us.
Well, we were just talking pitching a minute ago. I want to go back to that, and obviously the rotation is what everyone wants to know about, right? We know who's at the front of that. Ben Blair, unquestionably. He's already started a scrimmage. We've seen Tyler August start a scrimmage, Cooper Harrington, seen Jake Potts start a scrimmage. Is that indicative of what we might see on opening weekend, or is there just still trying to fill some things out?
Yeah, I think it starts with Ben Blair. Obviously, we know he's going to be one of our starters, and he's our number one guy. I think we're still trying to figure out the best roles, not only for the pitchers, but for us as a team, to win as many games as we can. I mean, I think we got some good options. We've got Potts, we've got August, we got Harrington, we got Swink, we got transfer Jackson Lucas, Bradley Zayak. Right now we got a transfer Aiden Decker-Petty from Indiana, who we're building up as our back-end closer. But I think if we need to, we can start him. So that's the good thing about starting earlier. We have an opportunity to probably get 4 or 5 more scrimmages than we did in the past. So it's going to give us a chance to look at those roles, evaluate them, and see what we can do up in a weekend.
Yeah, and to your point, he started the indoor scrimmage yesterday. Decker-Petty did. So what does his stuff give you at the back end of the bullpen?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's a true sinker that's got good velocity, up to 95 with a wipeout slider. The one thing I like about ADP is his makeup and toughness, which is what you have to have at the back end. You've got to be able to pitch in high leverage situations. Can't let the pressure get to you. He's an older guy. He's a fourth-year guy. Pitched 3 years in the Big Ten. So he has a lot of confidence. If it's going to happen to him, he's probably been through it before, so it's not going to rattle him. And I'm a true believer that in college baseball, most of the games are won and lost in the 6th inning on. So you better be good in the back end of the bullpen. So that's why you want to put one of your best guys back there.
You've got a lot of options, a lot of arms. We know that just the way that college baseball, or baseball, not just college, right? The way it goes, not everyone's going to pan out. Some guys are going to get hurt. Some guys are going to have setbacks. Some guys are going to excel that you're not expecting to. Just having the depth of options there, though, how important was that as you brought in these 16 newcomers and kind of retooled your team for this year?
Yeah, depth is key. I've never heard a coach say he's got too much pitching. I mean, never. Because you're right. We're going to have some injuries. We're going to have some guys that – occasionally, like, their arm's not feeling good, so somebody else has got to step up. And, I'm very pleased with our development, our pitching staff, the talent we have, and just overall depth. I mean, we can go 11, 12 deep of really quality arms, which will really show up in those weeks where we got double midweek, where we play Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is twice this year. So very pleased, and they got to continue to get better, and we got to build their pitch counts up so that the starters are ready for opening day. But that'll come with time.
Talk about depth. It feels like there's more quality depth offensively this year too. I mean, when you add guys like a Grabowski or a Jaffe, that kind of, and then you get DeCandido back as well. How much better do you feel about the quality of depth you have offensively?
Yeah, very excited about it. We had to make some adjustments offensively from last year, and some of it was out of our control with DeCandido getting hurt and some couple other guys getting hurt and not being able to perform at the level they wanted to. It was a huge point of emphasis for us in the portal. We knew we had to sign, a frontline catcher. We needed to sign an infielder that, could possibly hit in the middle of the order, sign an outfielder like we did with Drum from Butler. And we all know that competition makes everybody better, right? And when you have 11, 12, 13 very capable position players, it's going to make everybody around them in that lineup, in that locker room, work harder, compete harder, to be a better player. So the depth is there, and we just got to continue to get better.
Right field, I've seen DeCandido out there a little bit. I've seen Tucker Moore out there a little bit. Is that one of a few positions that's kind of up for grabs right now?
Yeah, right field. I mean, we got obviously we got a battle in center field between Ryan Drum and Josh Campos, a junior college kid who's a really good player. Right now we're playing both of them in center field. DeCandido, Tucker Moore's been playing right field. We also could see one of those center fielders slide over because they're both good offensive players and they're both really good defenders. That's a decision as a coaching staff we've got to make at some point in this preseason where we start playing those guys together, one in center and one in right. But transitioning Riley to the outfield, he can play first base still, but it gives us an option to keep Sorensen at first, Jaffe at thirds, to get our best 9 hitters in the lineup. As we all know, we value defense a lot here in this program. So we're not going to sacrifice that, but we've got to find a way to get our best 9 hitters in the lineup.
Yeah, Led the conference in defense last year, second in pitching, and then trying to improve offensively. Tanner Marsh, draft year for him. How much is expected out of him, and could he be a guy that goes to the top of the lineup?
Yeah. I mean, Tanner's, a really, really good player, competitor, one of the best competitors I've ever coached when it comes on game day. Wants to do whatever he can do to help this team win. He's obviously a very advanced defensive player, really good base runner. He's made some strides offensively. The biggest thing we've worked on with him is more on the on-base percentage of getting on base, taking his walks, because his walks can turn into doubles because he can still second like that. And being setting the table at the top of the lineup for us. So he's going to have a big year for us, and for us to be as good as we want to, he's got to, and he knows that. But he's made some good strides.
And then having a guy like DJ Artis in his ear who leads the program history in walks, that's not a bad thing either.
No, it's good. It's good. It's really good, and to be able to just talk about the at-bat, and the whole goal is to get on base, because if you get on base, you got a chance to score runs. And Tanner's done a really good job of changing his approach. He's an aggressive type player, so it's not easy to change an approach when you're super aggressive like he is, but he's done a fantastic job.
Lastly, what do you want to see get accomplished here over the next week or so? I know you're going to be fighting the weather, trying to fight for time outside, fight for time just to get on campus with the way that this weather could be over the next week.
Yeah, well, we're going to have a really good scrimmage on Thursday and Friday, so all our guys will touch the mound and get some at-bats in, longer scrimmages, 8 and 9 innings. And then the next week, obviously when we get outside, we'll get outside. If not, it's a good time for us to circle back to our team fundamentals of bunt defense, first and thirds, picks and rundowns, the things that, a lot of times we don't have time to do because we got to play. So we'll take advantage of the indoor time and get ourselves better.
Coach, appreciate the time. Look forward to catching up with you again soon.
Yeah, thanks, Nick.